principle. It is not done manually by Ranjan, or it is not manually being fixed by with a equal distance of 10 or 15 points. This principle takes into confidence the Fivonic, Gann and Elliott principle. So based on that principle, whatever comes, we are accepting it. Now, question comes, this 60 and 15 never convince me also. So how I can manage the trade? So here question comes, how I can manage the trade. Here we will be managing the trade, rather diluting the principle. So without diluting the principle, how I can manage the trade? Assume now I am trading at 5588. I am trading at 5588. My chances of 5588 I am trading. My chances of going down is more as per this. My entry is sitting at 5570. So I'll just manage the trade in this order. I'll sell this thing now because my chances of falling down is more, and I am just hardly 18 points above the downtrend, and I am 30-40 points away from the uptrend, 40 points away from the uptrend. So my current price is 40 points below the uptrend price point, which is 5631. My current price is 18 points above the downtrend. Considering the probability of falling down is more, I am entering the sell trade at 5588. Same time, it is advisable, since I don't want to take that 70 point of stop loss accepted, I will be managing the trade with 5630. I have that level, so say 5650. Call option 1 I will be adding with that. So if my stop loss triggers at 5631, then I will be exercising this call option and recover a part of the money. So this is called your managing the trade. So 565, if I am taking that 56 options, and I'll be taking option index, and I'll be taking the Nifty option, and I'll be taking 5650 because 5630 only my trend is, sorry, 6050, 6030 only my trend is going to change. So sorry, 5630, not 6050, I told wrongly. 5650 call option. Fine. So 5650 call option, which is at 109. Let me take that option also along with my trade. So I entered a sell trade at 5588 without waiting for that 70 to come. I sold Nifty, and same time I have bought 5650 call option at 109. Record this trade. My stop loss is at 5631. If 5631 touches, I'll book losses in the future. Same time I'll exercise this 5650 call option. So 5650 call option, why? The nearest call option, you can take 5600 call option also. So record this trade. We have entered sell Nifty at 565588, and we have simultaneously bought 5650 call option at 109. My probability of going down is more. I am keeping the stop loss of 5632, and same time I have the expectation to touch 5553, 5523 and all this thing. I can save this experiment also. So once I'll save this experiment, this will be recorded with me. So I have just saved this experiment also. Now let me check for the Bank Nifty. Let me check it, the Bank Nifty, load data. We are loading the data. So once the data load is completed, we will be just hitting the calculate button. 9710, the buy entry, same way, 9607 is the current price. 9607 is the current price. Our stop loss is 95287, 9710 we should buy. Probability of going up is 46%, probability of falling down is 53. Same principle, whatever we have followed for the same principle, whatever we have followed for the Nifty, we may think of following for Bank Nifty also. So let me take a screenshot also here, or I can wait for the exact entry price to come, then I should make an entry and simultaneously I can hedge this thing with one option. I'm just taking a screenshot of this thing, so we'll just save it. We'll just save it for our future reference. So if anybody has any question, you can ask in the chat box. So we sold Nifty with 5650 call option. Bank Nifty, we are close near to the downtrend. We are close near to the downtrend, which is 9527. So hardly 80 points we are from here, and if 80 to 90% also, we are just equally distance from the uptrend and downtrend. So let us wait for some more time. So if that gives us the volatility, whatever we are calculating here, it is annual volatility. Implied volatility is a factor with the options. While selling a future, why do you want to buy a put option? Mr. Frank, why do you want to buy a put option while selling a future? Selling a future means you are expecting the price to fall. So to protect this future, if you are buying a put option, it is not going to solve though. You can buy a call option. Call option will appreciate if the future trade goes against you. If future sell goes against you, then this call option will appreciate and compensate you for the losses. If you are a intraday trader, then best time to initiate this trade will be 15 minutes after the market opens. First 15 minutes there will be lot of variations, upswings, downswings will be there, henceforth. So you must do the trade, or you must enter the trade after 15 minutes of your opening cycle. So this is what we have got for Bank Nifty and Nifty. Let me focus on something on the intraday option part also. Very fantastic things I will tell you on intraday options. So preferably I'll be going with the index options. So index options, because index options has a greater liquidity. So I'll be just loading the data. So loading the data for the options. Once the data is loaded, just give me a couple of seconds. Downtrend and current price is near about some 39 points down from the uptrend. Anticipating that we are going to going to enter into a bearish phase of this trade, I'll be looking for the put option. So which strike option I should choose? The nearest options, 5,600. Say 5,600 or 5,550 also I can say. So put option 5,600. Current price 147, it has trapped. And we have to hit on this analyze option. Once we hit on this analyze option button, we have got that buy this option at 156.59. Keep a stop loss of 127.73. These are the targets for this option in the upside direction. These are the targets for this option in the downside direction. Implied volatility of the option is 30. Volatility of the future based on the current price movement, it is 41%, 41.32. So, and these are the current delta, gamma, omega, theta, vega and other parameters which is associated with the options now. With this tool also gives you one more fantastic opportunity for the arbitrage option trade, wherein it gives you for different strikes what will be the fair value. So with reference to 147, so let me see what are the prices it is trading. I'll be just taking the one more separate screen. So I'll be just deleting all these things. Option index. We have taken 5,600 and put option. And same time we are getting the fair value of 650. We are getting the fair value of 700. We are also getting the fair value of 550 and we are also getting the fair value of 500. So let me see any arbitrage opportunity is present or not. So let me see whether any arbitrage opportunity is present in this value or not. Just I will be linking with this value. Over 5,500 put option, so which is 124 is the fair value, is quoting at 111 rupees. 103 is the correct value. It is quoting at 111 rupees. So you are having 6 4 as 10, 7 rupees excess value in 5,500 put option. 5,550, 124 is the value. Around 129 it is trading, so 5 rupees excess value also is presented in this. 5,700 put option, which is 200 and it is in fair value. It is quoting as per that. So there is no mispricing factor here. This has to be traded at 173. I think bid and offer, if you can look into 173 range, we are getting it here. However, we have taken a reference from 147.7. So now the option price is little changed. So we can change it here also. 149. We can change it and do option analysis freshly. So there also we can get the exact fair value parameters here with respect to 149. So based on this value, suppose 7 rupees is the excess value here, 5 rupees is excess value here, both are the fair priced here. So if I can do in this order, because I have taken a reference of 5,600 put option. So if I can do in this order, 5,600 put option which is fair priced as per the reference of 149, I am buying it. Because it doesn't have any, it is a reference price, so it doesn't have any mispricing. 5,500 and put option which is supposed to be 105 at 110, so 5 to 6 rupees is the excess value is there. So I am selling 5,500, selling put option 1 lot. I sold it, I bought it. This is what I did. So what is my anticipation? I am anticipating only this mispricing of 5 or 7 rupees. 7 rupees. That is this mispricing of 5 or 7 rupees. That is what my expectation is. This is called option arbitrage technique. Option arbitrage technique. Each time it will be there. So option arbitrage technique. So each time you want to means just evaluate that what is the means excess valueness is there or underpriced nature in there in that particular strike, and take a position on that. So nothing wrong if you can take with the stock options, nothing wrong if you can take with the call options, nothing wrong if you can take with the currency options also. So this part also I am saving here. So I am advising these put options to purchase at 157, keeping 129 as a stop loss, and targets are 165, 172, 179, 190 and 226. That level we are just expecting this put option to go. So this is what for the options. So let the trend should give the breakout, and let us see one more factor on for these options also. Say let me take the call option. Now the price points have changed, so let me load the data once more. Price points for Nifty future and everything has changed. So before that, if you can just clear the buffer, it will be clearing all the data and everything, it will clear off. So suppose if buffer is cleared, and I'll be just loading the data here. So data once we are loading will be clear buffer, will clear all your previous data, though it will be programmatically made it, but explicitly also we have given so given the means facility for that thing. So you can say now the data is loaded. Now go for the future analysis. Nothing has changed here. Only the volatility parameter has increased to a bit. So now we can go for the 5,500. If I am choose 5,600 call option, say call option, and 133, analyze the option. It is saying that intraday trade is not recommended. It is saying that intraday trade is not recommended. Why it has come? Earlier in many of the events I have told you, while doing the, listen very carefully, while doing the intraday trade in options, also very carefully look into the factor of volatility and implied volatility. Currently the implied volatility parameter of the option at a reference price of 133 is low, and it is as low as 23%. Volatility of the underlying asset, which is Nifty future, is 44%. So I have told you there should be a 30% plus or minus 30% difference will be there between volatility and implied volatility. Then only that option is feasible for intraday trade. I repeat, feasible only for intraday trade. Do not fish out only one word from my mouth and tell that yes, Ranjan has told like this. Plus or minus 30%. Suppose if it is implied volatility is 20%, means the volatility must be 30% of 20 is comes to 6. So the implied volatility must be 26. If the implied volatility is 20, then the volatility must be 26 or minus 6 if I can make it, or 14. So 14 to 26, between this, if the underlying asset is having the volatility and the option is having a implied volatility of 20, then only that option is feasible for the trade, intraday trade. But in this case what happens? Implied volatility is 23, volatility is 41, volatility is very higher as compared to the implied volatility, not within the band of plus or minus 30%. If you enter to this option for intraday, what will happen? Whatever the anticipated targets we are expecting, we won't get that. We won't get that. Maybe the prices will move. The underlying prices may go to 5650, but I will not get 169. I will get much lesser than that. Underlying past asset may go to 5764, but I may not get 246. I will get much lesser than that. Same way, if the underlying asset is falling to 5437, so it is having the lower volatility. So 63 you won't get, you will be getting somewhat higher values. You won't get 63 in the downside. So that is why I restrict you that you must not. Previously I was telling that you have to take it manually, you have to take this decision of your own, but now we have programmed it and given you a flag so that be alert, look into this factor also. Your implied volatility and volatility is not matching, henceforth restrain yourself from entering any intraday trade. So this is what the intraday option trade also I have told you. Volatility principle, using the volatility principle, how we used to initiate the trade. So let me spend a couple of minutes in that. So before that, I'll be just taking you across some of the announcements I have to make. Some of the announcements I have to make it here. We have a free program scheduled for 6th October 2013 at Chennai. So 6th October 2013, 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, pair trading, intraday, using volatility and Fibonacci, and futures and options. Already in the month of August, we have conducted the program in Ahmedabad and Mumbai. So our next program is in Chennai city, 6th October 2013. It's a free program. Anybody can join. You can register in this link, free seminar Mumbai at PHP. This is the link, or you can just call off here so we can guide you for that. Fine. Now, second announcement what I used to make it, that we have a paid event also in the month of October, wherein elaborate studies on the intraday trade, option trade, pair trade will be done. It is having two batches. The batch one is offline. It is going to happen in Chennai. One-day program, 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, theoretical sessions. Then you have 3 days live market practice session. Online batch, any part of your world, any part of the world you can join it. 23, 24, 25th and 26th October. But it is 45-minute session each. So this batches and the live market session is 28, 29, 30th October. So with all our course materials, this is costing 15,000, 3,500 without any material. Previous participant, anybody has joined any previous seminar program with me, for them 3,000 rupees. Online batch 16,000 with material, 4,500 without material, 4,000 for the previous participants. So this is the two announcement I have to make. Then little bit I will speak on the products of Smart Finance. If you have any query, Hyderabad currently we don't have the franchisee, we closed that franchisee. So if you have any product related queries, you can note down our Mumbai, Gujarat and Chennai phone numbers. You can ask them. We have all 8 varieties of products. Investor course, technical course, Elliott, Fibonacci, GAN, futures and option, volatility, integrated tool. So these are the software what you are experiencing now. It is combination of all software, integrated tool, but it doesn't come with the pair trade. Pair trade software comes with the futures and option course. So herein all courses is having a separate price structure, but those who are buying it at a stress, they are getting a hefty discount of 54%, near about 26,000 to the price, but they are getting it as 12,000. And those who are already using our software, they are also getting some discounts as an existing user. So this is our courses detail. If anybody has any product related query, you can take down these numbers and you can talk to our associates or our head office in these numbers. Fine. I'll just move into the volatility part. Here what we used to take, past 10 days data, we used to take the logarithmic process, and you used to find out the volatility. On logarithmic process, how to find out the volatility. Enough lectures I have given, enough stops is available. How this volatility you can derive from the past 10 days data. Then from this volatility we are finding out what is the expected price range. So we are getting a expected price range 44 point, 45 point for day, whatever may be the things. Then we will be applying the Fibonacci principle or Gann principle or Elliott principle to identify the trend. So in the Fibonacci principle, what happens? We will be taking any price below point. So current price, whatever the current market price, or whatever the last traded price, LTP, whatever will be there, last traded price, will be adding with 0.382 of 0.382 times of the price range, expected price range. So this is where our buy trend will be there. If we will subtracting it, our sell trade also will get in the subsequent level. Then remaining Fibonacci principles ratios will help us to determine other targets. Less than 20% of annual volatility we are using Fibonacci. Greater than 20% and less than 40% we are using the Gann principle. Annual volatility above 40% of annual volatility we are using Elliott principle for identifying the trend and giving you the levels for the trade entry. So this is the principle behind this. So you can ask your questions. I will attend it at the end of the session. So based on these principles only, here it is calculated. However, here we have not taken the past 10 days data for estimation of the volatility. Rather, we have taken the real-time basis on that day using the GARCH approach, GARCH, General Auto Regressive Approach. Using this approach, we have find out the real-time volatility, and based on this real-time volatility, all these estimations, all these levels is being calculated. So this is what probability of going up and probability of coming down impact a lot. So probability of going up is higher, means the chances of going up, chances of rising will be more. Probability of falling down will tell you the chances of falling down will be more. So that will protect you from any false breakout. Like you can say, if Bank Nifty has given 5710 as a breakout, but the probability of going down is more, so it may be considered as a false breakout. It may give you a breakout, but may not achieve the first target also, and from here it may trigger the sell side also, may trigger the stop loss also. So in that case, there are two meanings or two ways you can translate this. First, if it gives a breakout, so do not disobey this, enter the trade. However, do not hesitate to hedge it with 9,500 put option. So your buy trade, do not hesitate to hedge this thing or protect this future long position at 9,500. Because probability of falling down is more, though this probability may change in afterwards. However, when you have taken the reading, probability of falling down was more, it may be considered as a false breakout. So you obey the levels with the belief and trust that volatility and Fibonacci and the Gann principle, Elliott principle will work out properly. You obey that level. However, you have also considered the fact that yes, probability was saying me that it will go down, and you have protected the position. Now I am going to the most important part of my discussion today, which is your pair trade. And I'll just tell you, whenever you are doing this pair trade analysis for intraday or for positional trade, whatever may be the case. So whenever you are doing a pair trade analysis, in that so whenever you are doing a pair trade analysis, that time so whenever you are doing this pair trade analysis, that time also you need to, so let me just log out. It is just not loading the symbols, so I will be just do it in the do that pair trade analysis. So I have recommended for pair trade buying the axis at 929 and selling the bank nifty at 9737. Since it is being said that it is going to be hedged, because why it is being hedged? The correlation parameter is not favorable. Henceforth, we can hedge it in two different ways, either to sell 9,200 put option with bank nifty future short and buying 10,200 call option one lot. Same time buying axis and selling 1,000 call option and buying 850 put option. By this process you can manage the time value. Other way, in the delta neutral approach, selling the bank nifty with 10,500 call option 4 lots, buying the axis with 8,500 put option multiple lots, 2 or 3 lots or 4 lots, so that bring the delta to neutral. So by this process if you can do, then the portfolio will be managed enough and it is having a maximum holding period of 10 days, and you can, if you hedge it with the option, you can able to pre-calculate what will be your maximum losses and profit also. So due to lack of time I will not be able to take this, so earlier I have already taken. So any questions?